So we're just going into Invergordon, where we're going down a little channel. So we've got this on this side, and then go over to this side. It's a bit early. It's about 7:05 in the morning. As you can see, not much activity on the main deck. And then we have this on this side.
We're going into that's the bay we're going to.
Nick Bay. And there you go, that's on the other side. A bit windier on this side. Because the trip's not till this afternoon, I can have a fried breakfast, egg, baked beans, crispy bacon, hash brown type thing, and a tomato. Phil did have pancakes with maple syrup, and what's that called?
Mango smoothie.
A mango smoothie. So there you go. And we're in the buffet. Part 2 to Phil's breakfast. Looks very nice, quite healthy.
Yeah, Scottish smoked salmon.
Oh, there you go, Scottish smoked salmon.
Mortadella, Italy, fusion.
Hello everyone, it's Sunday the 7th of September and we're day 3 and we're presently moored at Invergordon. Today we're taking a trip to Loch Ness, but it's a trip that's in the afternoon, so we've just been mooching around the ship this morning, playing some cards, and Phil took part in a ring toss which he won a notebook for. And then randomly a lady won a wine stopper and she gave it to us. Not quite sure why, perhaps we look like wine drinkers or something. Anyway, yeah, starting from the beginning, we left our house, and not much to report there because it literally takes us 20 minutes to get to the port. It was a smooth boarding, and because of our class we're the second to top. I think it might be platinum, I'm not sure, but anyway we had priority boarding, so we just went straight on through to security. Yeah, and we spent the evening just looking around the ship. We watched a show, I can't remember his name now, I think it was something like Jonathan James or something, and yeah, he was really good. He was a rock singer, looked like Sam Ryder's dad. He had long hair and really lovely personality. Yeah, the next day was a day at sea, and we went along to a presentation from Aaron, the ship cruise director, who explained all the different tiers and things. And then there was a game, you had to guess the job of 4 people on board the ship. Now, we used our initiative. Phil had that day took a photograph of all the main crew members, from the captain and director of security and all sorts of things. So we did cheat. Well, we didn't really cheat, we used our initiative. We saw that one of them was the head of catering, and so we chose him, and we won a prize, which was actually a meal for 2 in one of the specialty restaurants, which is lovely. So we've already booked Sabatini's and the Crown Grill, which we get for free through our package, Premier package. So we decided to book another trip to Sabatini's because they do have a wider choice of food there, and the food is excellent. So yeah, that was a good start to the holiday. Yesterday we went to Edinburgh. It was quite complicated there because we were on a tender, so we had to go to deck 6 by the photographers and collect a tender ticket. When we were like number 36, we did have to wait for like half an hour before our ticket was called out, and then you board and then you sail over to the port at South Queen's Ferry. If you're on a trip, you get priority, and also if you're in elite class, the top class, you get priority as well. So, you know, if you really want to get off early, it's best to get down and get a tender ticket quite early. If you're not in such a rush like we weren't, we got there for about 8:45, and I think we'd left the ship by about 9:30. A tip for everyone is when you get to South Queensferry, there is a shuttle bus which takes you into Edinburgh. It costs £25 for both of us, both ways. And when you think Princess Cruises were charging, it worked out at £220 for me and Phil to go into Edinburgh with them. So you can see we saved nearly £200 by getting on the shuttle bus. There is a long queue when you get there, but don't let that put you off. We queued up, I would say, for 20 minutes, and then we got on the bus, and it's roughly around a 20-minute bus journey into Edinburgh, and then they drop you off at the same place that they pick you up, and the buses go roughly every 20 minutes. But they do stress the last time of the bus. For us it was 4:20, so we made sure we got there for about 2:30 just to make sure we were back in time for the ship. So yeah, and when we went to Alfredo's for pizza, and because we weren't really feeling, we think it was round about 11,000 steps we did yesterday. We were quite tired, so after looking at eating at Alfredo's, we then decided to go back to the cabin. I think we watched television for about 10 minutes, and then we both fell asleep right the way through till 6 o'clock this next morning, so obviously we needed it. We then got up this morning and watched the ship pull into Invergordon, which is an industrial port, so there was lots of, we think they were like fracker for gas or something, units along the way. So yeah, that was a nice peaceful start to the day. And like I said, now we're just, well, Phil's just gone for a swim. He's quite surprised he's been able to swim every day so far. We thought the weather would be rubbish and we wouldn't be able to get there, but touch wood, the weather's been quite okay lately. The cabin is really nice. It's fine for us too. One thing we did notice that there wasn't any tea making facilities or anything in the room, but if you look at the app, which I will put up somewhere there or there, you can ask for extra things to be added to your cabin, and tea making / coffee making facilities is one of them. So I think if you request that, then they'll come and do it for you. We haven't bothered because Phil normally gets up and takes a walk up to the buffet and he gets a cup of tea from there and then brings it down. So yeah, I think that's everything covered. We're all fully up. So like I said, this afternoon we're going off to Loch Ness to see if we can find the Loch Ness Monster. So yeah, that's it really. So I'll speak to you soon. Hallowed sanctuary, entrance only if you're rich enough to go in there. And who have we here? Some lush in Dickiesy. How is it? Is it warm?
Oh, it's lovely.
I can feel the heat from here.
The pool's warm as well. It's like,
yeah,
it's really. I've just done 40 lengths for 40 years. Can you get me margarita now?
It's 11 o'clock in the morning. How did I know where Phil was? I used the search on the app, which I will show you here. It's really useful, so you don't have to rely on I'll meet you at such and such a place. He said he was going swimming, so I just used the app to find out which swimming pool he was at. Look how blue that pool is. And Phil says it's really quite warm as well. He likes to come up here and try and do a few lengths each day. There you go. Doing his Baywatch impression.
And some lovely views. Looking to the left, up the Firth towards your lovely ship, and to the right we can see the small town of Dingwall. That's Dingwall to the right hand side there. Population of Dingwall around about 8,000 people, thereabouts. Beautiful. They've recently cleaned it up. It's very nice. And the other reason we wanted to bring you along here is that we're going to get a lovely view of Inverness Cathedral. The gentleman on our left had a death wish. I think 10 points for him, Willie. So that's our cathedral on the left hand side there, isn't that lovely? Now the cathedral is very big, and at the time it was built, Inverness was a very small town, but it covered numerous parishes very quickly because they need the traffic to keep flowing. They're very, very quick here. They don't mess about, and it's good to see.
This is Urquhart Castle, I suppose that's how you say it, overlooking Loch Ness. We'll go down there and have a closer look. Too knackered to talk. Just went up all those steps. It's worth it though. Still on the lookout for Nessie. Not.
in Scotland. You're going to be going up to the Orkneys, aren't you? So, yeah, you're staying in Scotland, so that's all good. Don't leave Scotland, just stay here for the rest of your holiday. Stay with us. And officially, for just 1 more hour, your ship is the tallest building in Invergordon. For 1 more hour. That is some TV screen, by the way, folks.
Yeah, I just saw that.
What size is the remote for that? It's huge. All right, folks. Listen, it's been an absolute pleasure having you this afternoon. I do hope you enjoyed your afternoon.
The Orkney Islands. That looks like the nearest town there. Not quite sure how we're going to get there yet. I haven't booked a trip today, so we're just gonna see how it goes, get off the ship and see if there's anything we can go and see. Just very nearly docked up now. Put some video of us actually sailing in, which Phil took because I was tucked up in bed. There's a lot of walking being done on this holiday and I am shattered. So this is the back of the ship. That's the smokers area there, the only one that I know of. Nice pool here. I think it's heated. Last time we did a test, it was heated. I'm not going to bend down. Is it heated? Yeah, it's a heated pool. We're in Kirkwall, and this is the cathedral made with sandstone. Take you for a look round. Some gorgeous buildings. Someone playing penny whistle, flute, I don't know. Right, let's go into the cathedral. Obviously in the graveyard. That's a nice view of the church. Quite a few headstones here. Can't see our ship. It's literally behind that white building there. Just there. That Princess do supply a shuttle bus from straight after you get off the ship into the centre of town, free of charge. So that's good. So if you haven't got a trip booked, just get on the shuttle bus and have a wander around Kirkwall. We'll go sit. Hang on, let me just video this. And then we can...
My name is DJ Raj, and usually I play in club DJ, but today I'm doing music trivia. So I hope you will like it, and I'll be playing 20 songs and you have to name the artist. So are you ready for it?
Yeah.
Okay, so here is my first song.
You are cruise director Aaron here, and now this is a fun one. Now be honest, who's awful at trivias? Who's not good at quizzes and trivias? Well, this is the game show for you, because tonight we are not looking for the correct answers. We are looking for whatever the majority answer is in the room. So take a look around Princess Live right now, and we're going to try to get into the minds of your fellow cruisers. So I'm going to ask you a question. Make sure your team number's on the paper. Write down your answer, and whatever the most popular answer is, the majority answer, that is what will get the point. Now this is a PG-16 game show. It can get a little naughty, but it's all up to you how naughty this game show goes. The question is, what is the worst movie ever made? Come on down with your answers. Return of the Killer Tomatoes. We've got Jaws 3. Adam Sandler's Jack and Jill. Dumb and Dumberer.
Yeah.
Planet of the Apes. Sharknado.
Yeah.
Team 60. Mamma Mia. That hurt. Where are you, Team 60? You're wrong. Please leave. Bless them. They took a chance. Make sure they all points removed. -100 for Team 60, okay? We've got the Trolls movie, Step Brothers, Gandhi, more Sharknado, Star Wars. Oh my, I don't know if I can say this one. No one's recording, right? I see a lot of them. The Safety Essentials video.